It's no surprise that Sengoku Basara was heavily inspired by Koei's Dynasty and Samurai Warriors games. The game is basically Capcom's take on Koei's musou hack and slash that emphasizes more on style and craziness. It's basically Samurai Warriors on crack, as said by some people. One of the biggest strengths in any musou games, in my opinion, is the battle soundtrack. I can always enjoy myself listening to the music that plays during battles even when I'm not playing the game. As the first game, Sengoku Basara only has 18 battles that you can play in total. Of course, the number of battles that you can play greatly increased as the series progressed. However, we are not talking about the battles themselves, we are going to talk about the music. In this video, I'm going to talk about my favorite battle soundtracks in Sengoku Basara. Keep in mind that this is only going to be the music from the first Sengoku Basara game. Other games in the series can be a list of their own, since the first game only has 18 battles, so I am narrowing it down only to top 5 battle soundtracks. I have to remind everyone as well that this list only covers music from battles or stages. Music such as character themes or menu themes will not be on this list. This list will be heavily subjective since I am ranking down which music that I like the most. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here are the top 5 Sengoku Basara battle soundtracks. Starting off the list, we have a stage from my least favorite character in Sengoku Basara and Sengoku Basara 2. Zavi's castle is located at Bungo province on the northern parts of Kyushu. It is a castle created by Zavi to spread his teaching of Zavism and also built an army of missionaries to conquer Japan. A little historical background of Zavi. This character is actually based off a Spanish Christian missionary named Saint Francis Xavier. Xavier arrived to Japan on 27th July 1549 from Kagoshima, the port of Satsuma province on Kyushu. He was given a friendly welcome by the daimyo of Satsuma, Shimazu Takahisa, who was also the father of Shimazu Yoshihiro. Although Xavier was welcomed, but he was forbidden to convert the people to Christianity under the penalty of death. Regardless, Xavier still attempted to convert the locals to Christianity. Now, in Sengoku Basara, Christianity was never mentioned anywhere in regards to the character Zavi. It's probably Capcom's way to avoid controversy. Instead, Zavi was a missionary of his own religion, Zavism. It's basically pseudo-Christianity played for laughs and with a touch of Zavi's own narcissism. The music that played in Zavi Castle reflects Zavism very well. I always have a soft spot for Christian-like music, so to speak. The organ and the choir just tingle my sensation. The music also feels somewhat glamorous, which also reflects Zavism as a narcissistic and somewhat hedonistic cult. Overall, it is a really good song to reflect the pseudo-Christian cult in the Sengoku Basara series. I just love how Sengoku Basara portrays Chosokabe Motochika as a badass pirate. Since he was the unifier of Shikoku and also led a naval force under Toyotomi Hideyoshi, so it was obvious for Capcom to portray him as a pirate. This also means Motochika's stages always have epic pirate-esque soundtracks. The Shikoku landing battle is a stage where you fight the Chosokabe pirate army as you arrive at the shores. The stage music has that epic naval battle melody that really fits the Chosokabe army as a dominant pirate force of Shikoku. It's hard for me to elaborate more on this song because it's just one of those songs that really fits the atmosphere. Although Chosokabe Motochika is a boss NPC in this game, but Capcom did a really good job at portraying him through this stage's theme music. It only gets better with his music from here, as Motochika will make his playable debut in Sengoku Basara 2. For portraying a naval battle against one of the most badass characters in Sengoku Basara, Shikoku Landing Battle's music truly deserves to be on this list. There are just some songs that you know you are going to be addicted to as soon as you first hear it. In the first Sengoku Basara game, the South Point Subjugation battle theme is exactly that. This is the most hyped stage theme in the entire game. The South Point Subjugation battle, or I usually call it the Kyushu campaign, is a battle where you fight Shimazu Yoshihiro. The gimmick of this battle is that you are hunting for Yoshihiro, who is hiding somewhere in this large tropical jungle. Tricks and traps will greet you along the way, and you have to pass them until you eventually fight Yoshihiro himself. Yoshihiro is no joke in this stage. He is one of the most dangerous enemy bosses to fight. He can easily one-shot you if you are not careful. The stage feels like you are hunting the predator in a jungle, Yoshihiro being the predator. You think you are hunting Yoshihiro, but in reality, you are Yoshihiro's prey. The music reflects that atmosphere so well. Not to mention, this music feels like something straight out of a police car chase scene from a 90s anime. The Kyushu theme of Sengoku Basara is a song I often listen to even when I'm not playing the game. I love the 90s anime vibe of this music, and I also love how well it fits Yoshihiro's stage. The Battles of Kawanakajima was a series of 5 battles that took place from 1553 to 1564 between 2 regional warlords, Takeda Shingen and Uesugi Kenshin. The battle's goal was to decide who gets to take over Shinano province. It is one of the most cherished tales in Japanese military history. It is commonly mentioned in Japanese modern arts, such as epic literature, paintings, movies, animes, and even, of course, video games. Kawanakajima's music in Sengoku Basara is rather interesting. Usually when it comes to big decisive battles, you would expect an epic grandiose theme for it. This music, however, is a lot calmer, especially if you compare to Samurai Warrior's version of Kawanakajima. The interesting part about this music is that even when it's calmer, but it still has an epic tone to it. Here is how I interpret the music. This is a reflection of the minds of the 2 great warlords who are battling each other. Both Takeda Shingen and Uesugi Kenshin were considered to be the 2 of the greatest military tacticians of Japan. Basically, the calm nature of the song reflects their calm and collective nature during a major decisive conflict. Hence why I feel the music is both calm and epic at the same time. You cannot have a hack and slash game about the Sengoku Jidai without the Battle of Kawanakajima. Capcom's music department did a really good job on reflecting the epic battle with a calmer tone. For that, this music deserves to be at number 2. I've mentioned in previous videos that I always love a good final battle music. The Honnoji stage is more or less like the final stage of Sengoku Basara, considering Oda Nobunaga is like the big final villain of the game itself. Not to mention, when you play as Nobunaga, Honnoji is your final stage and Mitsuhide is the final boss. A little backstory, the Honnoji incident is one of the most infamous events of the Sengoku Jidai. On 21st of June 1582, Oda Nobunaga was betrayed and assassinated by his own vassal, Akechi Mitsuhide. The rebellion happened unexpectedly, especially during the time where Nobunaga was on the brink of unifying all of Japan. Mitsuhide's motives to betray Nobunaga until this day remains a mystery. The music that plays in Honnoji for Sengoku Basara really captures the decisive situation, in my opinion. You're attacking a temple at night to go face to face with the Devil King himself. It really feels like you are heading on a road to fight the biggest challenge that stands between you and unifying all of Japan. This theme also reflects Mitsuhide's betrayal really well, honestly. Considering Mitsuhide is portrayed as a maniacal villain, this music reflects some of his twisted mind when betraying Nobunaga. Honestly, in Sengoku Basara, Mitsuhide's reason for betraying Nobunaga is just because he's crazy. The music did a fantastic job with that, at least. Because of the reasons I gave, the Honnoji Decisive Battle is definitely my favorite soundtrack for the first Sengoku Basara game. So, there you have it, the top 5 Sengoku Basara battle soundtracks. I plan to do a top 5 or a top 10 list for the soundtracks in each individual Sengoku Basara games. I do like a lot of songs in the Sengoku Basara series, and it's rather difficult for me to do a collective soundtrack list. Once again, this soundtrack list is heavily subjective. I'm sure a lot of you would have a different preference to the music in the first Sengoku Basara game. Let me know what are your favorite battle soundtracks in the first Sengoku Basara game. That's it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give me a thumbs down. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Profar Mokuri Hunter X Discord server. I'll see you guys in the next video.